Welcome back, Wogglers. So today we're going to be talking about, we're still on workflow rules, and this video specifically is about using workflow rules to trigger webhooks. Webhooks it's a way that you can talk or send information between different applications using the internet. If any of that confused or overwhelmed you, stop right here, go research webhooks. If you're still here and you still don't know what webhooks are, this is going to be very confusing. If you're here and you do know what a webhook is, welcome, let's get to work. All right, so we're gonna go make a workflow rule. So set up gear in that top left corner. Under automation, workflow rules. Now, in our example, we need to send information to a third-party application that we're using to track tasks, and we can manage it really easily with all of the users in our business. And one thing that we need to do is we're going to use this same workflow rule that we created in a previous video, that every time a deal is created, we're going to send information to our third-party application, and it's going to create some tasks on the other side. But really what we need to do is just send it information. All right, so we're going to click Action, Webhook. And the first thing we're going to do is name our webhook. So we're going to say send info to app. And then you can put in a description if you want to. This is going to be a post because we are sending information from the CRM to someone else. And then you go ahead and put the URL to notify. Now, at this point, if you haven't already created that endpoint webhook in the other application, you need to go do that now. But we'll go ahead and plop that right in there. All right, so now what we're going to do is, you can usually stick with the general authorization type. So now you have the option to put in header parameters or body parameters, or both. So let's go over the different types that we can use. So with your header parameters, you have two options. You can use module parameters or custom parameters. Module parameters are information that you're pulling from the system specifically. So you can grab a specific deal or a specific field from deals. So let's say the deal name, right? And then you give that header parameter a name. So we got that. And a custom parameter is a set value that you're going to enter here. So for example, this could be, the parameter would be sent by, right? And then you would say Zoho CRM, just as an example. All right, so now we've got our header parameters set. Those are optional, by the way. You don't have to send header parameters. If you want to send everything through the body, you can. You've got form data and raw. I'll show you the raw first. Pretty simple. You just put it all in there, plop it all in the raw. And you can send it via text, JSON, HTML, or XML. If you're going to use your form data, then you get similar options to your headers. You can pull in the module parameters, which functions exactly the same way as the header parameters did, as we can grab our field values from whatever modules that we want to use and give it a name. Custom parameters acts exactly the same way. It's a static value. Here you're just sending it in the body instead of in the header. Now, the fun thing that you get for the body is you get these user-defined formats. So here is where you can, instead of pulling things and giving each one a parameter name from the module parameter, you can just create like a deal map. And then you can pull in, we'll just create a quick map here. So this will be like deal ID, right? And then you do your little pound sign, do deal ID, and then you can do deal name. Deal name is deal name. And then let's do, deal owner, and just all the information that you want to pull, and then end your map. And so now you're pulling in all that information, but when it hits the other end, it's just going to be in one variable in that body response. All right, so once you're happy with that, you've gotten all the information that you want to send from the CRM to your other application. You can preview your URL if you want to. but it's, you know, pretty much the same. And then you just save and associate. I'm gonna get rid of these or it's gonna yell at me. All right, perfect. So go ahead and save and associate. And there you go. That's your webhook all ready to go. So now it will be triggered off of the same parameters as this workflow. So every time a deal is created, as long as the stage isn't closed lost or closed lost to competition, it's gonna hit that webhook, send that information that you have stated you want sent over to your third-party application, and you can do whatever you want with it over there. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Woggle, woggle.